If you're still sticking around to the video series, I appreciate that. I promise you I won't bore you with any more welding. All of the fabrication on the cage is completed. The cage is fully installed in the car. All 10 points are in there. It is welded. We are ready for paint. Still up in the air what we're going to paint it, what color. Yeah, so we're moving right along. The interior should be going in soon. There's Jeff, like always, making an appearance. So he killed it on the cage. It looks great, fits great. I'm extremely pleased. Actually, it came out like worlds better than I thought. As you can see, Jeff has the stuff out here to start taping some stuff up. Spray the cage, let it dry. The interior goes back in. I'm sure there will be some modification to get the interior back in. But it should be pretty cool seeing that come together. So also, RPM stuff, still trying to get rid of it, but you guys need to subscribe. So get down there, click that subscribe button, hit the bell, get my notifications, and yeah. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. The cage looks a little bit different in color. We hit it with that Scotch Brite stuff, so it is all ready to be painted. Looks pretty good. As you can see, it's definitely a different color here. Went over all the different pipes where it's going to get painted. Just have to tape it up, make sure we don't get any paint where we don't want, and spray her down and let her dry. As you see, Jeff has been taping up back here. Obviously you don't want to get any paint on anything but the cage. I'm more excited than you guys can tell, and I haven't driven this car since December 21st. I know that for a fact. It was 2 days after we had a little race where I decided to hammer down and tear shit up in order to win $500. So you could say it wasn't worth it at all, but it was a great experience. So yeah, hopefully this thing will be back on the road soon. I'll show you the paint that Jeff uses. Now, we were going to go with a gloss black, but they sent over matte black, and Jeff likes this paint better, and after you know, sleeping on it for a night, I realized that probably gloss black, it's blah. So he uses this. It's you know, it's like a gray, gunmetal grayish. There's a little bit of gloss to it, real nice flake. And it looks really good. So I'm excited. We're gonna get a coat of that on there right now, get to start drying. Also today we have to put a valve cover breather, suffering from some crankcase pressure issues and blow-by when I turn up the boost. So while the paint's drying, Jeff's gonna pop the hood and get working on the breather setup. That is the color. Now I know why Jeff was pushing this. It looks awesome. Explain to them what all is going on and what is the reasoning behind it.
So we're gonna put a breather system on John's car because he's got make a little bit more boost than we thought he originally would.
Good.
So what we're gonna do is we got these little adapters from Hawk's 3rd Gen, and they go where the oil fill cap would normally go, and it allows you to put an AN line on top of this. So I'm going to take a passenger side valve cover, put it on the driver's side. That way each side will have a breather this big, and we'll route it to our little catch can.
This is the catch can set up here. So, what is crankcase pressure that causes this though?
So when you put a bunch of boost on top of the piston, you're going to leak a little bit of air past the piston rings into the crankcase. So what that does is it basically pressurizes the bottom side of the piston.
Which is the wrong side.
The wrong side, right. And when that happens, if you don't have enough breather, you can push out seals.
That's like what we saw. If you saw the video at the track with the black 5th Gen, that's what, if you notice, Jeff was changing the seal on the valve covers because too much crankcase pressure and it pushed one out. So this will relieve that pressure, and the catch can separates the oil from the pressurized air.
On a 650 package on a Cadillac CTSV Coupe.
650 package. So in case you guys didn't know, RPM Motorsports not only does custom work, but they have a bunch of different packages that are pretty nifty, and you can make some good power and they work. So
rpmmotorsportsnc.com.
check it out. Get your package deal. Jeff will throw it in there for you. I'll pull the flashlight out and show you guys that the breather is pretty much done. From this side, goes up and over the intake. That's where the other one comes out into this catch can breather setup. So it should be very good, very clean. Jeff did a great job, like always, installing it. Looks nice. Should do its job. I mentioned the 650 package from RPM Motorsports. So we'll pop over here and talk to Chris. Chris got the 650 package CTSV on the dyno. what did it end up making to the tire here?
562 horsepower, 546 foot-pounds of torque.
And pretty basic bolt-ons. What all got done to it?
Upper pulley, cold air intake, injectors, thermostat, and the tune.
So it's pretty good power for what you're getting done to it, right?
Yeah. They all seem to make about that same power.
So that's 562 to the wheel. So this is a what? Is this an automatic?
Yep.
Automatic. So you got to figure in the drivetrain loss there. So at the crank, this is pumping out some good power. We are going to have this car looking like a car again. You know, interior and cage are both going to be in there together. Donnie got the dash back in there. Donnie and Jeff both. Can't discredit Jeff. Jeff did nothing all week, to be honest.
Whatever he forgets, I'll figure it out.
So, Dash going in, put all the other pieces in there. Jeff, what are you throwing in now? All the computers and stuff.
This is the Bluetooth module.
Bluetooth module. So all the little pieces that go back in to make this car run like it did before. Find that. Chris took the instrument panel, and because all this stuff is been modified, the airbag light will always be on, so I think he's gonna try to tear that open and see if we can get rid of that light so it doesn't piss me off. So this what light right there,
This guy right here
is just gonna be pissing me off for the rest of my life.
it would piss me off knowing it was on. Alright, she's still a little big.
Trim her down.
Boom.
The airbag light delete is done. This is what the final product of the back seat looks like. Stock, got seat belts and everything. Pretty awesome that they got that to fit. The car that I had before, I had this little guardian angel thing that it has a little saying on it there that my mom gave me. I always keep in my car. I have one in my truck, so I told that to Jeff, and he said he's gonna do something special with it and mount it to the cage somehow or somewhere in the car. The car is up on the lift, got the dash in, rear seats are in, a bunch of trim panels are in, the cage is painted gray, silver or gray?
Silver.
Silver sounds better. So we got a little more work left to do on Monday, so you will see a video on Tuesday, you'll see this video on Saturday, so don't forget to check back in on Monday, and keep subscribing. If we hit 3,000 subscribers, I told you guys I will give away some RPM gear. So yeah, hit the subscribe button and click the bell so you get notifications. I want to thank everyone for sticking around. I know there's a lot of welding for the first couple videos, but it's a lot of hard work. You guys have no idea. I didn't even show half of the work that Jeff did, but he did some awesome work. A lot of fabrication, a lot of cutting, notching, measuring, seeing if it fits, and the cage fits perfect. A lot better than I expected, and I came in with pretty high expectations. So like always, big thanks to RPM Motorsports. Their link is always in the description. Go check out their website and buy something. We'll be back same time, same place on Tuesday. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time.